Was so at this time in Florida, the regionals there, and for people who don't even know, I feel like I gotta even clarify what a regional is. Isn't that crazy? I feel like I had to add that context. Regionals used to be things where there was mid-sized tournaments that people could afford to run and people can afford to go to. You know, people offline would show up, and it'd usually be like for Street Fighter or something. If you got like 80 people, that's like a banger little regional tournament going on. And then people would travel all across the state to get there. And in Florida, that's a drive, and people are driving 8 hours. Sometimes people from out of state drive down, take the Greyhound, whatever. And by this time, there's like CEO doing, Jabali doing regionals in between the actual main CEO major, and then you were hosting those as well. Who hosted the one at the bar restaurant in 2013, 2012? Was that a CEO tournament or Tampa Never Sleeps? I'm forgetting what event that was.
Was it like a club?
Kind of like a club, yeah. Club with
Like
a bar attached to it.
Oh, I feel like you might be talking about Winterland, I think is what you used to call them. And there was one where it was like, I think we were getting kicked out at the same time as it was a nightclub, but it was like teen night, you know? So it was like, oh, 8 p.m. There's like a line of kids that are just waiting to go into the club. And like, there's, a bunch of us gamer guys that are just like, oh, we got to get out of here because we got to pack up because they got to start teen night at the nightclub, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. That might have been the one. Well, we hosted a bunch of them at nightclubs in Ybor back in the day. So we had one where we had a tournament with like upstairs and downstairs was like a spinning dance floor. And it was like, the nightclub was actually open for business while we were hosting this. So you definitely could not hear anything, even through the headsets. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it was all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of bar tournaments. I feel like that's where people kind of default to all over the country.
Yeah, that used to be a lot more common, like just a small bar venue, and you would be overloading the venue capacity. People would kind of hang out outside in between their matches, hop back in. But those are some of my favorite times in the FGC. I just remember showing up, like, I had a 91 GNC Sierra, like this old ass truck with like it barely ran, like it was breaking down all the time. I had to like push it to start, and I was heading out from college, heading from Gainesville to to Tampa or Orlando just to show up to all those tournaments. So I just want to thank you again. Like you're responsible for a lot of core FGC memories for me at that time. It was a really fun time in the community.
I'm just glad to relive those, man. I mean, that's what the FGC used to be about, man. It was very gritty. It wasn't, every once in a while you hear about somebody, getting paid or flown out. But I mean, that's exactly what we were doing. We were just going to these, tournaments where like, oh, I heard 50 people are going to be there and they have $100 pop bonus. I'm going to go. You forget that you spent $60 in gas round trip, but like, that's kind of what used to drive people. Now we throw a $10,000 pop bonus on a tournament, and some of these players don't blink an eye. They're like, oh, I'll go to the next one. I'm like, okay, cool. But back in those days, he'd be like, yeah, man, you get extra cheese on your burger if you come out. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there, So, and you would take a road trip, sometimes if you go to a major, you'd share a hotel room with like 11 people. I don't know. Like, yeah, definitely. I've definitely been in some hotel rooms where it's like a regular double room. And I'm like, there are 9 of us sleeping here. Like, it's mayhem, It's like, but that's how it used to be back in the day, I don't know.
I don't miss that part. The hotels. I graduated to my own hotel room a while ago, and I was like, yeah, I don't miss. Yeah, I don't miss the FGC Classic of like the guy hanging out in the room till 4 a.m. You're like, oh yeah, so where's your room at? And they're like, oh yeah, it's right over, and they just
bro, that happens so much. People know, man. People are like, oh, if I just hang out in this room long enough and fall asleep, they can't kick me out. That was the trick. That was the play, right? Like, I don't know, man. It feels like sometimes we'd share 3 to a bed, Sometimes, you just have a bunch of people on the floor. You'd have somebody sleep in the bathtub, all kinds of stuff, bro. I mean, I can't tell you how many dudes I've shared a bed with. I mean, that's actually
same here. If you're at the FGC, you shared a bed with a bunch of dudes. It's how it is. And sometimes you wake up and there's more dudes in the bed. You're like, what is happening?
Progressive FGC. Gotta love
That's
it.
how it's always been. Hopefully you enjoyed that trash talk or extra trashy clip. If you want to see the full episode that clip came from, go ahead and click the link right over here. Otherwise, YouTube thinks you might enjoy this video right here. And for the trashiest amongst you, we get the merch right over there.
Yeah, that's right.